Pasqua and welcome to our educational video. Let us provide you with an in-depth understanding of our topic and let's explore how measure of central tendency and variability help us understand data. So without further ado, let's start the discussion. Sit back, keep listening, and enjoy learning. Measure of central tendency. Describe the typical or middle value of a dataset, showing where the data cluster. This includes mean, median, mode. Let's talk about mean. Mean, the arithmetic average of a data points. It calculates by summing all values and dividing by the number of values. Step to calculate the mean. Step number 1, calculate the sum of all the numbers in dataset. Step number 2, determine how many values are in the dataset. Step number 3, divide the sum of the values by the number of values. Let's do an example. Juicy has been working a part-time job. Here are the list of hours that she worked each day. 4, 5, 5, 6, and 10. What is the average score Juicy worked each day? So first, let's find what are the given dataset in the given example. It is 4, 5, 5, 6, and 10. Then, let's do the first step, which is to add the given dataset. 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 10 equals 30. Let's do the second step. The second step is determine how many values are in the dataset. There are 5 values in the given example, which are 4, 5, 5, 6, and 10. Let's do the last step. The last step is divide the sum of the dataset, which is 30, into the number of values, which is 5. So, 30 divided by 5 equals 6. So, the average scores of Juicy is 6.
Median is the middle value in a dataset that has to be ordered from smallest to greatest. So how do we find the middle value in our dataset? So I have here an example. 37, 28, 29, 50, and 53. So we need to arrange them first. 28, 29, 37, 50, and 53. So our median is 37. So I have here another example for you to understand well. 3, 7, 5, 21, and 11. So we need to arrange them. 3, 5, 7, 11, and 21. So our median is 7. Let's have another example from Miss Pasqua.
In our dataset has 2 middle values. So here is an example. 3, 9, 12, 8, 10, and 15. So we need to arrange our dataset from smallest to greatest first. 3, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 15. Because we have 2 middle values, which are the 10 and 9, we need to add them 2 and divide it into 2. So 9 plus 10 is equal to 19 divided by 2 is equal to 8. So our median is 8. Mode, the value that appears most frequently in a dataset. So let's have an example from Ms. Wade.
Here are the 2 examples of mode. Example number 1. If you have the number 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5. The mode is 3 because it appears twice than the other number. Here's the example number 2. If you have the number 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5. The modes are 1 and 3 because they both appear twice, which is more than any other number. This is called the bimodal. Measures of variability. These measures quantify the spread or dispersion of data points within a dataset. They help us understand how much the numbers in a dataset differ from each other. Understanding variability is important because it gives us a more complete picture of the data, not just the average.
Statistical range is the difference between the highest and lowest value in a given set of a number. Steps to find the range. Step number 1. Look for the highest number in a set. 2. Look for the lowest number in a set. Last, subtract the highest from the lowest. Example, in the dataset 5, 8, 12, 15, the range is 15 minus 5 equals 10. Let's do another example from Miss Pader.
Let's now move on to the second example. Numbers, we have 7, 10, 12, 14, and 20. Next step is we're going to find the smallest and largest number. So the smallest and largest number is we have 7 and 20. Next is we're going to subtract the smallest and the largest number. 7 minus 20 is equal to 13, and the range there is 13. What is variance? So variance is a statistical measure of variability that quantifies how far individual data points in a dataset deviate from the mean. It is calculated as the average of the square differences from the mean.
So here are the two examples of variance. First is we will going to have the scores of the students, which is 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. The first step that we will going to do is to add up or compute the mean. You have 80 plus 85 plus 90 plus 95 plus 100 over 5. So we will come up with the answer 450 over 5. So the next thing that we will going to do is to divide 450 divided by 5. 450 divided by 5 is equals to 90. So we already got the mean here, which is 90. The second step is we need to square the value. So here are the scores of the students, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. So here are the scores of the students and the mean. We need to subtract the scores of the students and the mean. 80 minus 90 is equals to negative 10. 85 minus 90 is equals to negative 5. 90 minus 90 is equals to 0, and 95 minus 90 is equals to 5. 100 minus 90 is equals to 10. So lastly, we need to square the value. So we already got the value here. So what we are going to do is to square the value. Negative 10 raised to the second power, or 10 square, is equals to 100. Negative 5 raised to the second power is 25. And 0 raised to the second power is equals to 0. And 5 raised to the second power is equals to 25. And 10 raised to the second power is 100. So a total of 250. So we have the last step, or the step 3. We need to sum the square deviation and divide by n. So what are our sum? The sum that we got is 250, and the n is 5, which is the scores of the students. Variance equals 250 over 5 is equals to 50, which is our final answer is 50. For our second example is we have the kilos of mangoes. So here are the data. You have 50, 52, 55, and 63. The first step that we will going to do is to compute the mean. Mean equals 50 plus 52 plus 55 plus 63 over 4 is equals to 220 over 4. We came up with 220 over 4. We need to divide it. 220 divided by 4 is equals to 55, which is our mean. For our second step is we need to compute the weight of the data and the mean and square the value. So here are the weight of the mangoes: 50, 52, 55, and 63. The weight of the mangoes and the mean. We need to subtract it. 50 minus 55 is equals to negative 5, and 52 minus 55 is equals to negative 3, and 55 minus 55 is equals to 0, and 63 minus 55 is equals to 8. So the last thing that we will going to do is to square the value. We have negative 5 raised to the second power or squared, or negative 5 squared is equals to 25, and negative 3 raised to the second power is 9, and 0 raised to the second power is 0, and 8 raised to the second power is 64. We come up with a total of 98. So we have the last step. Sum the square deviation and divide by n. We have the sum 98, and our n is 4, which is the baskets of the mangoes. We have variance. 98 over 4 is equals to 24.5, which is our final answer is 24.5. For our next topic is we will going to discuss about standard deviation. First, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is the square root of variance, providing a measure of spread in original units of data. Let's take an example from my group mates.
To calculate the sample standard deviation for the number 1, 2, 2, 4, and 6, we need to find the mean first. To find the mean, add all the numbers. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 15. Divide by the numbers of values. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So our mean is 3. Then calculate the deviation from the mean and subtract each data point. So 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 2. 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, and 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Then square each of the result. So negative 2 squared is equal to 4, negative 1 squared is equal to 1, negative 1 squared is equal to 1, 1 squared is equal to 1, 3 squared is equal to 9. Add the squared differences. So 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 is equal to 16. Then calculate the variance. So 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. So our variance is 4. Then find the standard deviation. Take the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So the standard deviation for the sample 1, 2, 2, 4, and 6 is 2.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you, Elmar! Boom!